Hello everyone, welcome to the WEC weekly special event, guys. Welcome to 2025. A new year has begun and I wish you guys a happy new year all around the globe. Hope you had a great start to it so far. Speaking about having a great start so far, we'll have streams up until, I need to see, I think up until the 5th. Maybe even 6th January straight. So I should have brought out a stream plan most likely, but couldn't create one yet. So anyway, here we are. Thank you so much for being with us. Happy New Year to all of you. And welcome to some LMDh running at Fuji. We are in an offline practice session, since for whatever reason I think practice sessions didn't really appear on the more Ultimate Online system. So I thought, let's better create a static environment where I can run my program, get used to the car, do a little bit of setup work. Having picked a setup that was built in the late June 2024, so I think ever since then 3 or 4 updates, small, minor physics updates, major tire model updates, and so on. So certainly important to find out whether the car is still working as intended. Thankfully, Jan Katau has given us already a hint regarding the strategy, which is amazing. Then, my friends, we're checking how things are going down. Terry, Happy New Year to you. Hi Marshall, Happy New Year. Thank you everyone for joining. Of course I did, which is why I'm not feeling that alive today. Nothing too crazy, but just a bit tired, unsatisfying sleep, and so on. Car feels alright still, to be honest. The New Year's resolution is to eat more steak, tacos, rugby. We're starting over the 29.6, which I believe isn't too great yet, but as you can see I keep screwing up turn 2. Car stays beautifully stable through that long right-hander. Have a quick look on the tire temperatures. I think they are still subject to increment. 77.5 on the left side at the front. check the rear. 77 as well. That is kinda alright. Right hand side is still a bit behind. So with that big of a mistake, still a relatively good lap. Hey Mark. Yes, we're trying LMDh indeed. Yeah, left hand side turns, the car finally bites as well. I have no idea what's the competitive lap time. I saw some mid-28s on the leaderboard, which we have just achieved in this lap. Keeps climbing and climbing, which looks good. I'm really out of the box as a good balance. Like, I'm literally amazed how kind of good this setup from late June is still working. Literally. Have you had a run on them already, Terry? On these load cell pedals? How did you like them? Hey Oscar Wild, how you doing? Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you very much for joining. Okay. Let me see. So that is still a literally fine setup, I think. See how we can potentially improve it. If there's even a way to do so. Hey Thomas, Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you for joining. How are you? So, you're saying you need more hangovers to do more podium, yeah? I hear you saying that already. to admit, it's like an awful kind of job. Getting the car back in working conditions when coming out of the pits with a cold set of tires. But your pedals do not line up with your GT Omega set yet, so you need to do some more rig improvements. Did I hear you right in that? Hyundai joining LMDh in IMSA series or in WEC. Interesting. Is that their New Year's news? With Andre Lotterer. I didn't know he was leaving Porsche. I'm not sure if that's the right call to leave Porsche to join a new team. When given the fact that Hyundai is probably more potent to build a strong hypercar than Glickenhaus, Fanwal and Isotta Fraschini, but you know what I mean? Ah, with Genesis. Yeah, but still, like... Sparrow F1, thank you very much for your follow. Welcome to the stream. I believe for those two setups I'll need to go into a closer examination regarding tire wear and stuff. Norman Robinson, greetings to the Bermuda Islands. Long time no see, brother. How are you? That's the corner. Hey Christ. How are you, buddy? Hey Zoe, hiya. Whoa. Damn it. Oh, 25 minutes to the race. Pace is looking alright, to be honest. Live AK, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hey Eugene. 27.2 for quali. Copy. So yeah, I'm doing alright. I'm doing good. Happy New Year. Hey Robin. I'm a bit torn and forth. The additional rotation from a torque shaft on a downshift is very strong though. Okay, box. Yep. LMDh braking is much more tricky than LMH braking. But that is, it makes sense because the regeneration is sitting and locating on the rear axis, you know, in the LMDh. Okay, so regarding the setup then, let's see what that feels like driving. Liminal thoughts, happy 2025. Zoe, since I am German, yes, I speak German. Mario, I'm not on a practice server, I'm on my own, like I'm on a race weekend. And I've put the rear road to medium static. Yeah, exactly, TV, and that is a that is an LM. Well, the Alpine is Alpine an LMH or an LMDh? Can't remember from top of my head. LMDh, Alpine. Yeah, you need to set the brake bias more to the front because the regeneration sits at the rear. And at the same time, the LMDh, you need to put them pretty much neutral as the regeneration sits in the front. So you need to put the brake bias to that axis that doesn't have the regeneration motor. First lap is pretty much down on pace. The car's a bit more unstable than before. Which might also be a traction control issue, because I've turned that down. Can have that second lap almost being a PB, and the third lap should indeed be an improvement. Hey Palom, what were your views on the quali? But not in the race. The biggest difference in driving style iRacing versus Le Mans Ultimate, I think that's incomparable, isn't it? Slip angle. Personally, I'd indeed also say don't slip the car too strong in the race. Might just be hurting the tires even further. have to be honest, those hypercars, or GTPs, how they are calling it on the iRacing system, they produce so much downforce that its broken tire model is just creating infinitive grip. And here on Le Mans Ultimate, yeah, you can have slip on the tire, which is not working in iRacing at all. I also put this as a current point of criticism towards the Le Mans Ultimate tire model. But generally speaking, I think the more realistic driving, the more realistic feeling you'll get here on Le Mans Ultimate. That is a tiny bit, if anything, a tiny bit too lively now in the back. Just why it gets another click. Then more on the setup. See how that goes. Then we have just 15 more minutes until the race, guys. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining today. Happy New Year's to everyone. What are you looking forwards the most in 2025? For you both personally and in the world of sim racing, of course. Kev, in best circumstances it takes you between 7 to 10 beginner races where you don't have any track limits, don't have any contacts. It's just like, you know, the same kinda rating farming applies as in iRacing. You just park yourself at the back, keep out of the trouble. Do up to 10 beginner races and then you pretty much will be in silver driving license. Yeah, Palin, but I think right now there are no special events, isn't it? Cars now in pretty awesome balance, I think. Can really nicely flick the car balance-wise in turn 3 with the throttle and the brake. Is this the first lap? It is. Mamma mia. Only downside I'd see right now is car over rotating a little bit too much on the throttle, but I think if I give that a click more on the diff, it's gonna be fine. Kev, it is quite important, and if you want to find out more about it, feel free to join my YouTube channel, !sub. Yeah, I have a pretty long but very detailed guide on how to deal with the virtual energy on hypercars and the GT3s. Actually applies for both categories. Insane. The press guy, hello there. I'm absolutely loving Le Mans Ultimate. I'm like, I would consider myself being a huge Le Mans Ultimate fanboy, hands down. One stopper challenge? I think it's an easy one stop. Running 99 minutes, do we? Ah, Michi. Are you running the race too, Yanni? Ah, okay. Copy, copy. I can share you my findings after the race. My only issue really with the car is, and it's not really an issue, is here on the throttle. Like, it rotates too much. Like, after the apex it goes rotating too much over the rear. Press Guy and Michael654, thank you very much for your follows on the Twitch channel. Appreciate your time. Welcome everyone. Something that I really need to try nailing down is that pit entry. I think there's only 2 pit entries in this game where I'm considerably bad at it. The first one is Sebring, because it's so unnatural the way you take the corners. And the second one is Fuji, because you're doing a high-speed braking maneuver through a chicane, and you don't want to grab off too much speed before, you know. Palom, I'm unsure about that. Happily, I never had to try. Oh, this is so on the edge, but okay. And we return to the garage. We quickly have a rewatch of so we start braking right where slightly too quick, copy. And then obviously we relook at the braking for lap 3, turn 1. 150 meters. Should brake. So when I stop seeing the 150 meters, I should apply the brake. And I should be pretty much in time for the apex. Noted. Right, guys, it is 2 more minutes till the event. And yeah, I can already make you aware of the first thing. Which will be putting a different differential on here real quick. Hey Jan, how are you? Why can't I take off auto shift? I try and my car doesn't move after I head back to the game. Danny boy, try restarting the game. Make sure that you have turned off the auto gear box and have manual transmission. Right, Koifel, Petri, Hamza Bellasan, Wisner. So 3 LMDhs, 5, 6. Ah, Gregor Schill in the caddy. So we get nuked. Can straight away go for a P2, I guess. I think the first time I see Gregor Schill in a hypercar, if I'm not mistaken. Gregor Schill is, I think, still an active driver for How are they called? Zebras BS competition. BS plus competition. Okay. So, Yanni, the first thing I can tell you is, and this is the reason why I'm not doing any driving right now, is that you do it 10 times 60 divided by 88. That's what I wanted to have. So 7 times 7, 6, 19 liters. The reason why I'm not driving right now is simply because we have limited tire sets available. So also qualifying will be just one shot, one set of tires, and give it a go. And then I think we need to see if we even still have a full fresh set of tires, if that is only for the race. There's a bit of blind flying here, to be entirely honest with you. Yeah, but we're going to be fine. We are hopefully going to be fine. I'm not sure if the tire restarting when session changes. I think you always have the tire for the entire weekend, I thought. Yeah, Palom, I think both the Caddy and the Lambo are incredibly tricky to drive. Danny boy, what do you mean exactly by Simrace setup? You mean hardware? Then try exclamation mark equipment. Ah, practice and queue, we can use whatever we want. Well, that's good news. So, as in for... we already have high grip. Okay, so... I was being told that someone sets 27 lows in qualifying. So we are looking forwards. I would also love to have, like, you know, 16 fresh tires counting for the entire weekend or something like that. That would also be insanely nice. You got no penalty in practice in Cuba. Would you have gotten a penalty if you did that in the race? Subject to my own testing, I assume. David, what the fuck? Greetings towards the British island. Nice esports slide. Pretty bad lap. Likely also at best below 28, mid 28. Oh, 28.0. Copy. Alright. For a moment I thought my game has just died. Alright, quali is on. LFG. Yeah, so we do still have 8 tires available, which is great. Okay. Time is ticking. We're ready to go. May have overfueled. But let's see anyway, 10 minutes. Muscle Roy, Happy New Year to you as well, buddy. Thank you for joining. Yeah, homie. I mean, it's hard to say, right? Like, we've seen that it was like a sloppy lap. I'm a bit afraid by caddy pace, to be honest. Especially also on the straights. I think that car can go pretty fast, pretty quick. Trip Skywalker, Happy New Year to all of you as well. Hey guys, a big massive thank you for joining us. I hope you had a good start to 2025. And of course you guys are on the right channel. If you appreciate the sim racing content that we do, if you love Le Mans Ultimate and want to see more of that stuff, then please have a follow on Twitch, subscribe us on the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. Make sure to give the stream a thumbs up on YouTube, and most importantly, enjoy the run. SV5 Danny, the number of laps near the number of liters means the laps remaining of fuel or virtual energy that I have at the current consumption. Net Shadow 225, thank you for your follow, and Christ 72, thank you for your tier 1 sub for the 2nd month. Really appreciate your support, buddy. Still not really in the rhythm. The quali runs. But I assume although 28 to start with. Mid 27. Much better. Despite not necessarily directly seen on the delta, and I know why. I know what is the difference this lap, which is the TC. We'll put it back to 6. As we're coming for a 0.3. Had a 0.0 on the foot. Let's see, 3 to go. Ah, Michi, come on. Maybe not too bad of a lap after all. I think now the tires are just going down, which might give us only one shot here anyway. And I'm not even sure if I can heat these tires up quick enough. Jesus, top 3, so tight. Let's see what Schill is doing. I think first sector is off-tracked. He will surely have chance for another one though. Wisner is done. And with Schill, I don't really know. This first sector appears to be on the very same level of Wisner. Well, I can't fix it anyway. Question is, have we had enough of running for the tire temperature? And you just see it from the surface. I think the answer is straight away no. Chill's sector times are ever so slightly worse than those of Wisdom at the minute. Well, you never know. Oh, I didn't improve it. We're at track limits. Well, I guess so far, this looks alright. Then I'll take the opportunity for a quick pee, and then we're ready. Any of you guys have an idea how many laps in total are going to be? Yeah, Flynn Faraday, you need to... I think you need to have 2 laps. And David, I saw your message or your comment way too late, sadly. Oh, shit. Probably I almost got a penalty for that now. Fuck's sake. Let's hope not. But I'm really worried. Okay. Here comes race 99 minutes at Fuji. Don't blink. Green, green, green. David, doesn't it screw up the tire surface so much? What the what? Wisner with an Luantic dive bomb into that hairpin. Ruben, Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you for joining. See you on track, Jan. Have a good one. So Wisner is dropping down the order. We have yellow flags somewhere. Likely on the exit of 1. Hamza Bella Sun, race done. And Schill is on a mission. And at the same time, I'm just not hitting my marks. See if that is even a 38 lap, 28 lap time. No, it's not. Alright. Very much too slow. So it's time to change the approach a bit. Obviously don't want to burn my front left tire here. Turn 3. There obviously I'm sitting a bit off the pace on purpose. Hey Robert. Happy New Year to you as well. Ever so slight issue with the brakes. What is Schill done? Has he run wide and on the exit of 4? Has he had a moment? What's up with shit? Oh, has the guy forgot to put race fuel? No, he's lagging. His PC is struggling. So David, you're claiming that if you do a 360 spin somewhere at the beginning of the outlap, you'll have, and then keep weaving over the time, you'll have tires ready for the start of the fast lap. Did I understand that right? NF gear. Amazing to hear, buddy. Thank you for your feedback on the braking technique. Great to hear that it was good use for you. Yeah, okay, it's better than just weaving, I completely understand that. My question would only be if you don't kill too much of the tire surface while doing so. But then I guess the first couple of % you can lose without having too big of a loss on the tire itself. Okay, badly anticipated that racing line of that GT3. Guilty Michi. So Gregor's PC or CPU seems to have found itself again. I'm not sure what was causing it. Maybe it was some third-party program that he could shut down. Well, some said rain is coming in hard, others said rain is not coming at all. Bull. Yeah, but someone said it's not worth changing the tires. like that the surface is not becoming too wet. Doing anything else but a good flawless job on the drive. You did it. Okay. Was it light rain? Was it drizzle? Was it heavy rain? What do you consider the missing rain features? I did the weekly at 5 and the surface doesn't get dumped too much for the wet light rain after 60 minutes left. That pack is gonna bring Gregor right on our rear wing. I see. Yeah, I think so. Literally, it starts raining after. What did you say? With 60 minutes to go. At the half of the race, so 50 minutes to go. And then at best it rains for 25 minutes, roughly, right? Homie. You have a wild fantasy, my friend. But you guys can tell me what is Gregor's virtual energy remaining. $70, so he's just 1 lap shorter than us. Copy. So we've done 11 laps. Hey Kale, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Too much curb. So right now we're pretty equal there on the pace. But yeah, I don't really know what to do in the strategy. If you guys say it's pouring down and it actually pours down, you need to run on the wet. If it's not pouring down and it just stays dump, you should stay on the slick. Given that, or the tire wear that I do get in the car, I feel forced to at least have a tire swap at some point. Still a long time to go. Oh, shit! Ran directly into that GT3, almost. I guess pretty nice save. Oh, you leave me the space, then I'll take the space. Undoubtedly, that traffic cycle has helped me big chunk now. Yeah, KT, absolutely. That is my one big concern. So far the race is going our way though. Although Gregor Schill has the much faster car. How many laps were the hypercars doing in your races? Does anyone know? Yeah, why would he not ask what is my plan? And if you guys appreciate that cheeky racing thing that's going on between streamers here on the more ultimate guys, and please have a follow, subscribers on the YouTube channel. Would massively appreciate your support, and I'm pretty sure that you guys absolutely love the mind games going on between the top drivers. The problem is, as a leader, you have too much to lose. As a second place, there's almost anything that you're losing. I mean, of course, we have Valero coming closer towards both of us in that, what is it? Also a caddy? He's picking up the pace. But I would just go back to my assumption from beforehand and saying I'm too slow. Like, I did a 28-1 in medium conditions. And now we have apparently high grip. Yes, I'm saving fuel. But my best so far is a 28-4. Okay. The issue is I never drove GT3s around here, so I don't know what they are doing. Apparently now I know. But it's tricky to anticipate that, since they all seem a bit random. So 17 laps done. See you, Gregor. Have a good one. No rain and so on. Yeah, let's see. Can't wait what the weather forecast will be saying. Hashtag soon. Halfway point is coming up in 23 minutes. And I got fuel for another 30. Maybe that gives us a little bit more of an indication as in what we're doing regarding the weather. I also think I'm not pushing strong enough on the brakes. That might be me and an LMDh sort of anxious to lock up and F up. Because generally speaking, the LMDh are a bit more tricky to brake on and slow down. Probably what I should do though. Just give in another click. Brake migration. Or maybe even brake bias in total. Let's try just both. Meanwhile, pace has stabilized somewhat compared to second and third. Which is good. "62 laps today, but it was pouring rain big time, right?" Was it doing 62 in GT3s or in the hypercar? Would really appreciate the feedback on the hypercar. Sometimes it's a bit effed that you can't look into the result files of other runs. You haven't been pardoned. I kinda get it why. Jake Wells Racing, thank you for your follow. Welcome on the stream. How you doing, buddy? Was too much. You're welcome, Jake. Still ever so slightly locking the rears. Fernando Sanchez, thank you for your follow on Twitch, welcome. How are you doing? So Valero, with a little bit of a time loss. Yeah, there is certain. It still is costing 7/10. Now I run stupidly wide. There's another 6/10, the 5/10. Yeah, and suddenly you have Gregor Schill on the rear wing. Back with a TC a click. I was about to say, like, on a subjective feeling, on a subjective recognition, I feel like running way more into GT3 traffic, into the outside lane of turn 3. Than Gregor. Well, I guess he had his moments already there as well. I think it's pretty much equal. And then there is that situation where you just have to push the front left for minimizing the time loss. I think I'm shifting down too quick on the first occasions. Jake, I'm trying keeping up the work. This GT3 will hurt us big time. Yeah, much better. Stay is much more stable under braking there. Gregor is doing too many small mistakes for some reason. So here's the overcast then. Oh, Mitchie. Rain. So there was no rain indication at all, but that is probably new wets. Now it's getting dicey. Forecast mostly cloudy drizzle. Question is, does that go up to a heavy rain or not? Vitesse, Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you for joining. Happy New Year, all of you. So, I have fuel for at least 9, depending on how I can save. Ten more laps. Hey Eduardo, how are you, bro? It's now light rain. And that traffic may just enable the pass here. Although I consider my exit being good enough. My screen is sitting on a TV stand, yes, but mounted. That's correct. Nearly died. So the track is now dumb. It is such a tricky thing. The time left before we pit should get like either wet enough or whatnot. Oh. I was completely missing my braking. Yeah, Flynn, a lot of codes now. Like, yeah, here you feel that the track is now going down, which means I now need to adjust my approach into turn 3 to keep tire temperature up. And that will shorten our efficiency by 1 lap. 31 laps done. Go for another 6 at least, maybe even 7. Oh boy, how much fuel to take? More importantly, which tires to take, but to be honest, at this rate, it's probably sooner or later, as rather actually sooner, that we have to pit for the wets. Maybe I give it one more lap. Chill is in. Track is still dumb. But my temperatures on the tires is now dropping. And you may have done one smart move, which is I'm now dealing with that traffic here. Damn it. That was just too costly. Chill stayed on the dry. Now says light rain. Fuck it, I go for the wet. He forgot to change tires. Oh my god. But he wanted to go for the wet, does he? No, we're running in the race, guys. 47 minutes to go. I see a dry line now, which means the outside patches are wet. So it should now say slightly wet on the dash. Yeah, box. Need to come in. He wanted mediums even, okay. I think that is the wrong call right now, but let's see. There's a long race to go still. Oh shit. That was a cheeky bad entry. And I might be a bit too short on the fuel. But let's hope not. So Shill not on the wets. Brajok. Oh. You guys doing this crazy good, like. Whatever. I did not bounce against the wall. So Brajok is still out. Shill should take the lead now, but will be on the wrong tire. He says wets are no good. Let's see. There he comes. For the moment, I absolutely like the wets. What I've obviously not done, just like Brajok went a little longer to see whether the weather conditions change. But I think Shill, he is washed. Like, I think he went in a lap too early. I'm not actually sure. Like, also I underfueled the car a bit, so I might be doomed as well to an extent. Having fuel for 31 more laps. But at some point, the pace might pick up again, you know. It's just... race is not over. The real question is, and I think this is where the variety of the race is coming from, does the rain hit 100% in that middle section already? Because the light drizzle that started with like 60 minutes to go, and I think the weather forecast set rain for the 75 slot, which should have started about 5 minutes ago. So there might still the thing that I need to come in again for fresh mediums in the end. I'm just gonna select it. I think you're unable to take fuel out of the car on a pit stop anyway. I mean, props to Shill for trying. But then, did he get fresh mediums or did he not? The fact that he got into, like, an undercut done on me suggests to me that he didn't really change any tires, or only changed one side of the tires. So I would get with a new medium if necessary. Guys, then I don't know, like, obviously his mediums, they don't wear right now, but he will be doomed the moment the racetrack would dry up again and temperatures go up. And then it's the question for me, do I take the risk and go for the medium when appropriate and lose track position and try to re-overtake Gel? Or do I just wait for him to react on him? Like, I have the, you know, if he jumps the gun going for the soft, going for the slick with a 15-second gap, then I have nothing to worry on. I can give myself 2 or 3 or 4 laps to see what is his pace, to see how long is there still to go. Like, I would assume rain to hold on for another 20 minutes, and then it might be for the last couple of moments having to be on the slick tire. I don't know, Yanni. I have lost to other people, if I see this correctly, 71 seconds in the pits plus 374. The tire stop was 47. So drive through is 27 plus changing tires, another 12 seconds getting away. I'll probably say 40 seconds is the threshold for drive through and tire swap. So Schill is now in. Yeah, Schill should be out of the fight for P1. I think he might have a... He needs to nail it to get second again. Yeah, I'm not surprised Schill is going for the wets now, but look, like he dropped back to 9th and has a shed load of work to do to come back from that. Because everyone ahead of him is on the wets too, so he needs to do it with pure pace, which in hindsight means he has some fun ahead, right? I mean, there's 4 cars literally 8 seconds ahead of him, so that's good fun. Maybe Happy New Year to you as well. Yeah, and then guys, you will be busy for the next couple of days with us here. So, unsure if tomorrow I go for an online championship on Le Mans Ultimate or if I'm going to have a practice session for the Virtual Endurance Championship, because on this Saturday we run the 4 hours of Bahrain in the BMW M4 GT3 on R2 Ultimate. Joking, we're on R2 on Saturday for the 4 hours. And then on Sunday we have race 1 of the Virtual Motorsport Series on the Pro Series, VMS Pro Series, the first proper esport competition. We've qualified for the hypercar category in the top split, and race 1 is happening on January 5th, so on Sunday. And depending on whether we do the online championship tomorrow, or what I assume is we do not do that tomorrow, that then leads to the online championship needing to be done on Monday to stay in the rhythm. So that is the plan. That is what you guys can look forwards on the content side. The more Ultimate mainly, R-Factor 2 as a counter. And if you enjoy that, guys, please have a follow and Twitch subscribers on the YouTube channel. Make sure to give this stream a like and support the community. So Gregor Schill already in P7, moving up the ladder. I didn't expect the guy to break there. Nope, we are fixed with 1 car. I think we can choose the car up until 1 hour before the first race, and then we're locked in with it. So, clouds are changing. So we're checking on our weather. We're back to light drizzle. So will the light rain even stay? Or does it not? Lap times have dropped to 38. Just 8 seconds off. I think as soon as we're going towards 35s and the wets, 36s, we might be back on a slick. Gennadian and Toto Yera, thank you both for the follows on the Twitch channel. Appreciate your time. Welcome to the stream. I have chosen my car in my head, yes. But that might be different from the one I signed up. And I'm not going to tell you which one I signed up. Thankfully no one can check, because the league is private. You sure, Andy? Even if it stops raining now? I mean, yeah, it still says light rain. So I need to check my pace against the one of Gregor. He's 0.7 faster at the minute, but as you can see, obviously I'm not pushing it too hard. Lap 42 is done. We got fuel for 25 more. Just 24 more, which is awesome, mate. It's 66 total laps. And I think race is down to 65 already. I think the puddles on the more Ultimate are only visually sort, or visually nature. Yeah, but you know, as much as Gregor is pushing now and likely going faster than me, I'm just trying to take my time, not doing any silly mistakes. Smooth as fast right now. Being hopefully somewhat safe in the rain. Taking the traffic with a heap of breathing air and space. Like you would say, just taking that extra 10% of extra care. Even though the guy in P2 might be closing in on us, but yeah, this is what you call management, right? Pace management, speed management, risk management, fuel management. Pace management. Just adjusting to whatever is necessary to be in the right space of time. Yeah, and then hopefully not doing things like that. So mismanagement in this turn 1. Apart from that, our lap times are pretty stable. Not sure if Gregor was suffering from some traffic last lap, but we have been a bit quicker. And it's still worth running on the dry line. You can see that the tire is heating up a little bit, which might, in hindsight, be a concern of some sort, as you can pretty easily overheat those wets. Well, it's just pretty easy. Here on the straights, you stay off that dried line, and then you cool down the tire a little bit on the offline, having more water, having more cool down on the surface, having less temperature transfer into the inner layers of the tire. And therefore managing the car's performance. I could go like half a second quicker right now, pushing a button, but that would just mean taking unnecessary risks, burning up these tires. I can probably go quick up with TC cut and TC slip, so that I don't have too much struggle with the rear, but to be honest the car is still pretty perfectly balanced. I'm very happy with it. What the fuck? Okay. So here we have to take the risk then. Excuse the language. Lex in 3D, thank you for your follow. I don't know, what is the exact rule for World Endurance Championship? I think blue flag for in-car needs to be obeyed, right? Eduardo, where are you? Tell me. So gap to second is rather stable. We're losing a little bit here and there, but it's not like we're under a huge threat at this stage. Lap 46 this is. As we take a little bit of grass. Oopsie. But like you can see, I am not pushing at all. Gregor Schill has been pushing like all the way. I'm not sure what was his fuel load in the end, or his virtual energy. If he had to pit that early, or if he just wanted to. Maybe Homie FFM can give me a little bit of an insight into that, as the rain continues to drop. 46 laps done, 18 to go, fuel for 20, everything fine. So even if the track dries up and we have an increasing fuel requirement per lap, we have the room to increase pace, which is awesome. Ah, that Ferrari is off the line. No, I'm off the line. Oh, bro, how much space on the inside you need? See, and that is exactly what I mean with risk management. I should have probably given the guy even more space, but then I felt already being on the edge of like running wide and off the track. What is your thoughts on races like this with the strategy and the rain? Would appreciate you guys' knowledge on it. Yeah, Schill gaining in big steps, but 70 seconds. Forgot to look at the flag, had to brake. So, track says slightly wet. We're in a drizzle. So the track will turn dumb fairly soon. And then we need to question ourselves with the laps remaining. Is it still worth the trickle? Homie, yes, I wondered whether he did his first stop where he forgot to select the medium tires, whether that was due to him being on the end of his fuel capacity, or whether he just wanted to jump the gun. So it has stopped raining. Just need to be ready. Like our gap to P3 is literally exactly what we would need. Our bigger issue is guy in second. And then the biggest issue of them all right now is the medium would take time to heat up, right? Like this part here is completely dry. You can clearly see a dry line. Bryce, you mean whether we've already won the race? No. Not in the slightest. Okay, homie. Gotcha. I think I was too late. Ah, that is... Yeah, he was pushing flat out as much as he could. So, Andy, you still think it won't be dry enough till the end of the race? If Xiao is jumping the gun, I join. Yana, you're still here? There's another tricky one. You know, just being a leader, there's just so much that you can do wrong at this stage. I could go for a pit stop and then not have the tire advantage, of which I think I should have it when running on that dry line. And then you only have that dry line, obviously, for yourself. So the moment you need to start doing some moves on slower class cars, it can get pretty nasty pretty soon. The track still says slightly wet though. But probably because it's... What will you do, guys? Like here on the dry line, there is no spray whatsoever. Yeah. I mean, it's roughly 10 laps to go. And I think those 10 laps could somehow be survived. Let's see. Wisner has pitted again. Did he? Wisner will be my estimation. What lap times we are doing? 36s. So he's just about 2 seconds quicker. Yeah, I don't have any reason to come in, right? Real Cavmore, hello there, how are you doing? Thank you for joining, appreciate it. So 15.5 minutes. Which means to me, at maximum another 11 laps, right? So Valero's in. Sorry. That was my bad. So, and I think since Valero is in, that requires an action of myself, right? Because I have a gap to Petrie. Chill is also further enough away. We don't need any more fuel, do we? Unboxing. It would be dumb not to do it now. You see, Valero has lost 45 seconds, so I may lose track position on Petrie. But even if he stays out... Yep. That will be tight. Petrie's coming, Koifel is coming. All I need to do is find a way around these dudes. If they manage to get by. Setu, thank you very much for your follow on the Twitch channel. There's a yellow. And I think Petri could stay out and maybe be fine. I also think that straight line speed shouldn't be any issue for us, because the treaded tires of the wets, they are slower on the straights anyway. Yeah, it wasn't quite the easiest pass. All back-headed. Again, now it is staying on that thin lane of drying tire. So Wisner has done how many pit stops then? It was the first on the wet and the first on the dry, right? If he does it right, he's gonna still get second here, despite it's just 10 minutes to go. What has happened to Brashok after all? Is that good what I'm doing here? Oh, barely just holding on. Yeah, the wet stuff is shit, of course. So I assume the pit stop was unnecessary after all. Like, likely the wets could have been somehow preserved. Rajok is. I don't know what kind of tire he's sitting. Yeah, so Valero is pushing a bit harder than I do. I'm still taking it not way too easy, but really easy. Obviously the target would have been to get 40 seconds out of Petri by the end of the race. I don't think that's gonna happen. So from a race time perspective, I should have not boxed it, or boxed it much earlier. The Corvette is indeed hard to drive. So Wisner, to me Wisner says last pit stop lap 35. Has Wisner been on the mediums at all times? I still think it was a bad idea. I still believe going for the wets for the period of the rain and for the intensity of the rain was the right call. Because I think you'd lose more with running a slick in the wets rather than running a wet in the dry. And Petri is losing shitload of time now. Unsure if his tires are just melting away. Wisner's coming closer to them. Yeah, also the Corvette in Le Mans is too slow in the straights. Anyway guys, once again the call. If you want to see more of this type of racing, then please give the stream a like on the YouTube channel, follow us on Twitch, subscribe the YouTube channel indeed, and of course if you guys want to support us even further, check out a membership on the YouTube channel, check out the Twitch subscribership. With a small amount of 2, 3, 4, 5 euros a month you can support this channel beyond just watching the streams if you feel like it. I obviously appreciate everyone's support. So meanwhile the mediums being up to temperature. As we have 2 to go. Nico, I appreciate hearing that. Thank you so much. Sad story, wanted to go for the fastest lap. Could have done it. But there's the traffic. Anyway, we don't care about fastest lap. We care about being on pole. We care about winning the race. And guys, with that, we should have reached goal 2 on the DR again. Hallelujah. I keep saying it, that this rating is sort of absolutely irrelevant. And look at this, Petri. 10 seconds we're missing to make that medium call a good one. Which means effectively 1 or 2 laps earlier and we would have got it. Ah, what a good drive though. Next citation, hello there. Might be down to some hardware things. I don't know what hardware you're setting. The thing is with LMU, it is a little bit very much how do you say it? Like Epi, it is like very sensitive to what works and what rather doesn't work. It was an amazing race though, I have to admit. Really, really good stuff. Valero was quick. Shame about Gregor being first on the wrong tire than staying on the wrong tire in the end, but I don't blame the man. Like, effectively, you would have to say that me changing the tires would have been a bad, or was a bad call, but you can't really know, right? Yeah, like Gial, he would have maybe come back towards us by like, I don't know, 15 or 20 seconds again, and then, you know, the race is a lap longer because you haven't pitted and so on. It really, really quickly can become really, really bad. So, despite you give up the lead and put yourself maybe a little bit down compared to other people, you need to sometimes doing it. Like, I had to take the risk re-overtaking Lucas Petri as long as he stays on the wet tire. In order to copy and don't get under threat by Xiao, because I could really react on him and I had nothing else. Like, all the odds that were against this would have not made this a bad situation at all. So, yeah, things are great. Things are good. Right, guys, with that, I would like to thank Pablo Sanchez for the subscription on the YouTube channel. And then we keep the fingers crossed that we receive enough DR to make it back to goal 2. And I think that might be the case. A pole and a win. We haven't had that in a long while. Yay! Just 3.5%. It is like an utterly bad impact we got on it. But we're ever so slightly back in it. Which in hindsight means the next time we're going to have a bad result, we drop out of it again. And, you know, this is not important in the first place because this DR rank really just sorts you into the splits. But you have to be at the top somewhere to make sure you always come into the top split no matter what kind of lap you're racing. Wisner, I think, I don't know what has happened to him, but he's certainly dropped down the order at some point. And we'll have to have a look at what Daniel Wisner was doing. Gregor Schill, he finished 6th, still got a shitload of DR because he's so far behind on it. Unlucky with him. Would have been a nice race if we would have been on the same strategy. Yeah, homie FFM. Really just... you mean on the DR? Yeah, I hear ya. It takes some time. especially since you're starting with a lot of new people that are starting and that are like really, really good at it as well. Okay, guys, once again, quickly rehearsal tomorrow, either VEC practice in the BMW at Bahrain or Le Mans Ultimate Online Championships with the Ferrari at, I think, Monza is coming up. On Friday, for sure, we're going to be in Virtual Endurance Championship practice because it is on Saturday that we run the 4 hours of Bahrain and during the Virtual Endurance Championship. So that's happening on Saturday. On Sunday, then, we have the first round of the VMS Pro Series happening 7 or 8 p.m. Gonna have a look into it. We'll schedule a stream as soon as I know everything. And then on Monday, if we don't do the championship, the online championship tomorrow, we have to do it on the Monday. So there is pros and cons, ups and downs, things that I need that still needs to be seen. But I'm gonna keep you busy till the 6th of January for sure. So you'll absolutely enjoy that. And with that, guys, thank you so much for watching once again. If you appreciate our content, if you love what we're doing, if you love Le Mans Ultimate content, then please have a follow on to subscribers on the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. That way you are big time supporting the channel. And for the time being, I'm gonna have a raid for you. Hamza Belhassan is still on Le Mans Ultimate, but we're gonna go for Chris Pereira TV. He is also on Le Mans Ultimate, and he deserves a follow as well. This is something I need to catch up on myself here. Give him a follow. Enjoy the content, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in. Happy New Year to all of you. Great rate to start into the 2025 racing year. So that is good stuff. And with that, guys, thank you so much. Have a good time. See you tomorrow, and bye-bye.